So this video is for class 6 social science. So today we'll start with the third chapter from your geography portion, that is motion of the earth. Okay, so in this chapter we're going to learn about more information. We're going to get more information about the day and night, okay, changes of season and all. Okay, got it. So let's start. So in the earlier days, okay, people used to believe that the earth was in a standing portion. It was a standing still portion in one point, fixed point, okay, and your sun is the one which is revolving around the earth. Okay, got it. Yes. But later on, when the astronomer Nicholas Copernicus, okay, when he proved that no, that sun is in a standing position, but the other planets are revolving around the sun. Okay, got it. So from that point, okay, we came to know about, we got the knowledge about that no, the sun is in a standing still position, and there are other planets and the asteroids which are revolving around the sun on its own path. Okay, got it. So there are the two motions, okay, which changes the season, which occurs changes in the season, and plus it causes day and night also. Okay, so these two motions is your rotation and revolution. Okay, rotation causes day and night, your revolution causes changes in season. Okay, so let's talk about in detail about the rotation. So rotation is earth spinning on its own axis. Okay, so axis is an imaginary line, okay, which passes from north to south pole. Okay, got it. And it makes the angle of 66.5 degrees. So it's just an imaginary line. Okay, so the earth takes 24 hours to complete one whole rotation. Okay, and with the help of the rotation there is a causes of day and night, right? So the part which is facing, okay, the portion which is facing towards the sun will experience day, and the portion which is facing opposite to the sun's rays, that will experience night. Okay, and that is called your circle of illumination also, right? So now next is about the effects of the rotation. So we know that the sun, the rotation causes rise of the sun, okay, from the east, and set of the sun, or the sun sets on the west. Okay, got it. It changes day and night, right? It causes the flattening of the earth at the polar side and the bulging at the equator, right? So it also causes high tide and low tide, and it also causes the deflection of the winds and the ocean currents. Okay, so that is about the rotation. Next, revolution. When the earth revolves around the sun, okay, around the sun on its own orbit, on its own path, that is called your revolution, isn't it? So earth takes 365 and 1/4 days to complete one whole revolution. Okay, so as I told you that earth revolves around the sun on its own path, okay, and that path is called your orbit. Okay, so orbit is an elliptical shape, okay, kind of oval shape. Okay, got it. And it if you measure the length of the orbit, it is 965 million kilometer. Okay, that is the length of the orbit, isn't it? And so I told you that the the earth will take 365 days to complete one whole revolution, right? So that 1/4 days is adjusted in the month of February. Okay, so every after 4 years, okay, every after 4 years gap, 1 day is been adjusted to the month of February. That means every after 4 years we're going to get 29 days in month of February, right? So, and that is called your leap year also, right? So now the effects of the revolution. So there is a there is occurrence of your different season, okay, that we will going to experience different season. That is your 4 season, that is your summer, winter, autumn and spring. Okay, these are the 4 seasons we'll experience throughout the year, right? So that is because of the revolution. Next, your variation in the day and night. Okay, variation means a difference in day and night. Okay, sometimes we'll experience long day, sometimes we'll experience long night. Okay, so that is the variation. Next, your distribution of heat. Okay, all of the part of the earth, okay, all the places of the earth from north pole to south pole will not going to receive the same amount of the heat from the sun. Okay, got it. So that is a difference in the heat zone. Okay, heat. Okay. Now next is your season. So season means season is an occurrence throughout the year. Okay, so there is a different season throughout the year, that's from January till December. Okay, and that is because of the revolution of the earth. Okay, got it. So we'll experience different season, isn't it? So sometime in January December we feel very cold, isn't it? In the month of in the month of June, July, there will be heavy rainfall, isn't it? We feel hot, isn't it? We wear different kind of clothes and all. Okay, so this is because of the revolution of the earth, right? So now there are variation or there is changes in season. Okay, next your changes in season. Okay, got it. So we're going to experience equinox and solstice. So equinox means equal day and equal night, and your solstice means a sun's standing portion. Okay, so throughout the year we're going to experience equinox for twice. Okay, that is on 21st March and your 23rd September, right? So let's first talk about the spring solstice, sorry, not your spring equinox. Okay, so on 21st March the sun's rays falls directly to the equator. Okay, got it. So the whole part will going to experience equal day and equal night. Okay, got it. The northern part, northern hemisphere will experience summer solstice, and your southern hemisphere will going to experience autumn solstice, right? So now the earth will start to revolve. Okay, and when it reaches out here, that is on 21st June, the northern part, okay, the tropic of Cancer region will going to receive the direct rays of the sun, so they are going to experience summer solstice, whereas the southern part they are not going to receive the sun's rays, so they are going to experience winter solstice, right? So in this solstice, okay, in this time, your northern hemisphere will going to experience longest day and shortest night. Okay, so now the earth will start to revolve, and when it reaches out here, okay, once again the earth will going to experience equinox. Okay, so now the equator will going to receive the direct rays of the sun, so there will be equal day and equal night throughout the all over the earth. Okay, got it. Now the northern hemisphere will going to experience autumn equinox, and your southern part will going to experience spring equinox. Okay, got it. So now again the earth will start to revolve. Okay, and when it reaches out here, okay, here they will go this part now will going to experience winter solstice. Okay, so the northern part, you can see the southern part, southern part, the tropic of Capricorn region will going to receive the direct rays of the sun, so they will going to experience summer solstice, whereas the northern hemisphere will not going to receive the sun's rays, so they are going to experience winter solstice. Okay, got it. So here the northern hemisphere will going to experience shortest day and longest night. Okay, so once again it will going to move. Okay, it will start to revolve. So this revolution will going to take place throughout the year. Okay, got it. So that is all about the about your changes of season. And okay, and that comes to the end of your chapter. I have given the home assignment.